First you're gonna need your crock pot. We've got potatoes, carrots, celery, bay leaves, some bouillon, vegetable bouillon, onion, garlic, lentils, pepper, and water. And a cute little baby buddy to help you out. Hi, baby. All right, so let's start making our soup. First of all, I have a bag in my freezer that's for veggie broth where I put any vegetable scraps in. And then once this bag gets really full, I'll make a big batch of vegetable broth out of scraps. Just a tip that I saw probably on Pinterest or something. So that's what I'll be doing, throwing little scraps into this bag in case you guys are wondering. So all the vegetables are all washed and everything. So I'm just gonna start chopping them all up. And I am not a chef, I am not a professional chopper, so when you watch me, don't do this like I do it because I'm no good at it. I definitely am not safe about my fingertips or anything like that. I know there are proper ways to chop things, but I just don't do that. And I do like to keep my potatoes in smaller chunks. I do keep some of them in bigger chunks because my husband really will only eat the potatoes, carrots, and lentils out of this thing. So I do keep my celery and onions in bigger chunks just so that my husband can more easily pick those out. Sometimes you just gotta keep the children occupied. You probably hear the baby in the other room. She's actually making happy sounds right now. Her happy sounds and sad sounds can be kind of deceiving. But she's in there with Calvin. But I mean, this is real mom life, right? Making dinner involves preoccupying all the children, right? So as you see, this is a crock pot meal, so it's totally going to cook throughout the day, so I won't have to be too rushed when dinner time comes around. It'll just be there ready, but it's not like a crock pot meal that takes no effort because you still have to chop up all this stuff in the morning, right, before you start your day. So like I said, I keep my celery in big chunks because my husband doesn't like celery because he's crazy. He's only like the pickiest eater in the whole entire world. I hate chopping carrots. I always get them to like fling up into my face and stuff. They just like bounce all over the room. Some onion. I think I put a whole onion in it. Let me check my recipe. 1 small onion chopped, that's good. Now I'm just going to mince up my garlic. If you don't have one of these little garlic mincers or choppers or whatever, you need to get one. It's the awesomest thing ever. I love this thing. Just a couple cloves of garlic, and the recipe will all be in the description box down below, just in case you guys are wondering. And I'm gonna take this little skin and stuff out and throw that into my bag. All right, so now for the lentils, I've got about ½ a cup of dry lentils I'm gonna throw in there. Need to get lentils apparently. A couple of bay leaves, which you will remove before you actually eat the soup. A couple of those. Just a little bit of pepper, like whatever, ½ a teaspoon or something. I'm going to go get 4 cups of water. Okay, so I've got my water and I have my bouillon, which says 1 teaspoon per 8 ounces, but I'm just gonna put a couple of teaspoons in there. Really just kind of like one big giant teaspoon, which is probably about 2 teaspoons or so. And I did make sure to get some hot water so that it dissolves a little bit more easily in my container here. Of course, if you just have regular vegetable broth in your fridge or pantry or whatever, of course you can use that. But I love this stuff because you can add just a little bit for however much you're making. It's pretty awesome. Super convenient paste, plus it's super delicious. I'm just gonna add all of that. Ooh, make a big giant mess. 4 cups in there. Just kind of stir it up a little bit, make sure all the lentils are actually down in the liquid. You could even add some more, even add a little bit more liquid to this, I think. So it just kind of depends on what you think sounds good. So I'll check that throughout the day and see if I need to add any more liquid to it. I've just got it set on low and I'm gonna cover it up, and you want it to go at least 6 hours during the day. Mine's going to end up going 6, 7, about 8 or so. So it's been going for a few hours now, and I just took a look at it and it looks like it's gonna need some more water. So I've got 2 cups here. We're gonna see if I should use all of it. There, that was about 1.5, a cup and a half extra, it was just looking a little too thick for my liking, and I want it to be all nice and soupy. So it's been like maybe 3 hours or so, so I should have put in a little bit more water. And that just all depends on, I mean, you know, if you have giant carrots or small carrots or, you know, a big potato, you know, how much space all of the ingredients are taking up. So it just depends on how much stuff you've got in there. I just figured a little bit extra, so technically total we've got 5.5 cups of liquid in here. All right, so I'm going to take a few scoops of this into my blender here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah? Please sit on your butt, babe. I don't know, maybe like 2 cups, 1.5 cups maybe. So I've got like 2 cups-ish of this stuff. I wish that this had like a measuring thing on it. I'm just gonna pour it straight back in there. And then it just makes it more of like a stew-like consistency, if you ask me, instead of like soupy. It just gives it a bit more, I don't know, thickness and something going on in here. So just makes it a little more like a stew, I would say. And it's totally ready to go. My husband should be home in about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. And this is all good and ready. You might serve it with like some biscuits or maybe just like a piece of garlic bread or something on the side. But yeah, that's it. So that's it. It does take some prep first thing in the morning. It's about 10 minutes or so of chopping and throwing everything into the pot, but you don't have to worry about anything come dinner time. It's just all set and ready to go. So I'll leave the recipe down in the description box for you guys to check out if you are interested. This is a perfect vegan friendly recipe. Like I said, even my super picky husband will eat it. He eats the potatoes, carrots, and lentils out of it, and the celery and the onions he just picks out and throws aside, so I get more of that. But I hope you guys enjoy. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did like it, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.
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 Bye.